Alright. Alright. Here we go. Alright, hello everybody. I mean, Ayo guys. Sorry, forgot who I am. Who am I? And who is this Maria? How are y'all? How has your weekend been? We are back with Sonic 06. Last time we did Sonic's story. This time we're gonna do Shadow's story. Give me just like 5 seconds, I'm gonna go turn on my fan before we do anything. Alright, I'm back. Whenever I have my 360 or my Xbox One on, my room gets kind of hot. So, fan time. Alright. Hello, Sonic the Hedgehog. Why Japanese? Because it's better in every way. And I don't have to deal with the constant changing of voice actors or Jason Griffith. I don't understand how people can call Jason Griffith their favorite Sonic voice. Alright, so today we are going to be doing Shadow's story, and I actually replayed the game here, made sure I had the saving turned on. So now we have, I have the Sonic beaten. And actually, you know what, Adam suggested this to me. Let's dive into Sonic real quick. I bought most of the power-ups in Sonic's story. I wasn't able to do that last time. So before we get started into Shadow, let's just like show off those power-ups that I bought. I think I got every one of them. Well, I don't have every one of them, but I don't. The only ones I don't have are the ones I already showed off on the stream. But I do have the electric shield because that's like the best power-up for Sonic. That's not mandatory. Okay, so let's... Hold on, let me turn the audio up in my headphones. Okay. So here are the speed shoes. Now, these would be really fucking awesome if that didn't happen. That's like the single biggest turnoff to using this fucking power-up, is that you touch anything, the slightest bit, and boom. Look at that! You just stop in your tracks. Like, this would be the most hype power-up if you didn't just, like, stop whenever you collided with, like, anything. I mean, come on! Like, this is so cool to use. Like, let's actually go into the forest. It's best shown off in the forest. So this is like another precursor to the boost. The Mach Speed sections are basically precursors to the boost section, but also this power-up is also a precursor to the boost sections. Also, something that sucks about this power-up is that you temporarily lose analog control of Sonic whenever you hit the power-up. See? This is freaking awesome. Only because I have enough room to maneuver. And the way the levels are designed in this game, they're very confined. You don't have a lot of room to maneuver. Wow, I can't go into the forest? Screw you. Anyway, this power-up would be fucking amazing if that stupid mechanic that shouldn't even be in a Sonic game wasn't there. I mean, Sonic games are all about flow, and this is like the antithesis of flow. This is. But anyway, we have the red shoes here. I actually do not know what the red shoes do. I think they have something to do with objects. Let me see if I can find some boxes. Yeah, here we go. Oh, there's like a red trail behind me. Okay, Adam, do you know what the red shoes do? Because I don't know what they do. I bought them anyway. What the fuck? Okay. Look at that. I have like red dust trailing behind me for some reason. What does that do? Anyway, the most broken power-up in the game that allows you to just skip over entire levels and go out of the skybox. Electric shield, nothing we haven't seen before. Slows down time. Oh. Okay. I see. It also kills the frame rate. Or is that just it? Does it slow down the speed at which you can look around as well? Because that's hilarious. So basically, it's chaos control. Anyway, let's get to the meat of this stream. Alright, so we have Shadow here. Now, before we start, let's go into a quick rundown of Shadow's previous adventures. In Shadow the Hedgehog, he gradually regained his lost memories, and he decided that he wasn't going to be tied down by the past, and he was going to take down Black Doom himself. And so he did, and at the end of the story, he just decided that he was going to live for himself. And he left the past behind, saying adios, Shadow the Hedgehog. And funnily enough, my preferred route for Shadow the Hedgehog has changed since that stream. I still like to go for the semi-hero hero ending, but the route I choose is Westopolis neutral, Glyphic Canyon neutral, Prison Island dark, the Doom, I think it is, hero, Iron Jungle hero, and then Cosmic Fall hero. I chose that route because it actually gets the most meat out of the story. You hit the three major plot points in Shadow the Hedgehog. You have the Gun Commander's Revenge, you have Black Doom indoctrinating Shadow, and you have... what was the other one? What was the other one? The tragedy of all the people dying on the Ark was... No, the Shadow Android plotline, yeah. You hit the three major plot points in the game, so that route is like the most story-heavy, meaty section where you get the most out of the game's story in one route. So that's why I chose that route, and because I thought it made the most sense for Shadow. But anyway, Shadow has decided that he's going to leave the past behind, and so it's been shown that he has a strong sense of justice just like Sonic does, and that he destroyed Black Doom himself, and we're gonna see what path he chooses.
SOS を確認。当該エージェントとの通信は26時間前に途絶している。速やかなる救出を期待する。シャドウ・ザ・ヘッジホッグ。了解した。ミッションを開始する。
Oh shit, son! Shadow is a gun agent now! Alright, so a lot of people are really confused as to why Shadow would join the organization that was responsible for the massacre aboard the Ark and the death of Maria. Well, like I said, Shadow has left the past behind, and, you know, one of the central themes of SA2 was forgiveness. So since Shadow has left the past behind in Shadow the Hedgehog, it's combining the messages of Shadow the Hedgehog and SA2. Shadow leaves the past behind and forgives Gun for what they did. But I also think that it makes the most sense for Shadow to join Gun, because it's been shown that he has a strong sense of justice, just like Sonic does, and that he destroyed Black Doom and saved the planet, and helped Sonic defeat the final hazard, and helped Sonic defeat Metal Sonic in the Sonic Heroes. So this makes the most sense for him. He would, in my eyes, Shadow would join Gun in order to personally ensure that a tragedy like the Ark never happens again, because he's part of it now. In my eyes, Shadow joins Gun to keep them in the right direction, to prevent a tragedy like the Ark ever happening again. That's what I think Shadow, what's going through Shadow's head when he joins Gun. Now, give me just a second. I need to fix something on my computer. Shadow would forgive the people who killed his family? Really? Yeah, 5-star jellyfish. There are plenty of stories out there where plenty of stories out in the real world where the family member of a victim forgives the murderer in court. Now, give me just a second. I need to do some mucking about with some stuff on my computer, so you might hear some noises. Besides, nobody in Gun right now carried out the the tragedy on the Ark personally. Give me just a second. I need to do some stuff. Yeah, you're hearing music right now, but I can't hear it, so that's what I'm trying to fix. You're hearing Sonic Heroes stuff. Fuck, I can't hear anything. You can hear what I'm playing right now, but I can't, and I need to be able to hear it for the stream. It was working before the stream, so I don't know why it's not working now. Alright everybody, we're gonna have to switch to technical difficulties here, so I can get this sorted out. Hopefully we will be back, so, yeah. Okay, I figured it out. But I think it would be best to... should I? Actually, let's just restart from the beginning. We're not going to start a new stream. Let's just restart from, you know... start from the top, people. Go. Go from the top. From the top, everybody. And I'll just add a fucking timestamp in the description. All right. Oh, that was stupid. I figured it out though. We're good. All right, take two. Hey yo guys, Ruby Blue here, and welcome back to Sonic 06, where we are doing Shadow's story. On Friday we did Sonic's story, and this time we'll be picking back up with Shadow's story. Might just be the best story in the entire game story-wise, not gameplay-wise. I think that might be Sonic. But anyway, last time on our adventures on Sonic 06, or, well, not Sonic 06, last time in the adventures of Shadow the Hedgehog, we played Shadow the Hedgehog, and Shadow decided that he was going to take down Black Doom himself. He wasn't going to be tied down by the past, he wasn't going to be a slave to anybody but himself, and so he decided he was going to kill Black Doom himself and save the planet from the Black Comet. He used the Eclipse Cannon to destroy the Black Comet, and then Shadow then decided he was going to lead a new life free from the past and live for himself based on his own principles and ideals. And it's been shown that Shadow does have a sense of justice in him, in that he helped Sonic and saved the world in 3 separate times. 1 with the Final Hazard, 2 with Metal Sonic, and 3 with Black Doom. So, with that in mind, where is Shadow going to go from here? What is his destiny going to be? Let's find out.
SOS を確認。当該エージェントとの通信は26時間前に途絶している。速やかなる救出を期待する。シャドウ・ザ・ヘッジホッグ。了解した。ミッションを開始する。
Oh shit, son! Shadow has joined Gun! Okay, so I think this is actually... A lot of people are confused about why Shadow would join Gun. But actually, I think this is the perfect direction to take Shadow, considering his character and all. So, and what happened in Shadow the Hedgehog. So, at the end of Shadow the Hedgehog, he declared that he was going to leave the past behind and live for himself based on his own principles. And so Shadow has shown he has a sense of justice, and which was one of the central themes in SA2, forgiveness. Shadow has decided to forgive Gun for what they did aboard the Ark, and I think Shadow joined Gun to personally ensure that a tragedy like the Ark never happens again, by being there, by being part of it, by trying to drive the organization, the military, in a better direction. And so, Shadow joining Gun really does fit in thematically with both Shadow the Hedgehog and SA2's central themes, in that SA2 is about forgiveness and Shadow the Hedgehog is about not being a slave to the past. Shadow does both things here by joining Gun. And like I said, I interpret this to mean that he joins them to take personal responsibility for Gun. It's because of what they did on the Ark that he's joining them. People say he wouldn't join them because of what they did on the Ark, but I think that's why he joins Gun here. Alright, so we're on a mission here to infiltrate Dr. Eggman's base in Soliana to rescue someone. Who is that someone, I wonder? Just a second, I can't see the chat. I don't have the chat up on my second monitor. Give me a sec. There we go. Hello, Isaiah. Okay, that opened a gate somewhere. So Shadow's levels in here are a lot more focused on combat. So let's see how he controls compared to Sonic. His homing attack has a really huge delay because of that mashing mechanic. Can we launch a Chaos Spear? Yeah, we can, but he blocked it. Once again, even though I'm playing in Japanese here, this game has no language options for the subtitles, so I have to show you subbed cutscenes from YouTube user Windy of the game's cutscenes with subtitles in Japanese. But also that means there are no subs in game. Rouge. So that's who we were saving. So Rouge in this game is a combination between Tails and Knuckles in Sonic 06, which actually makes a lot of sense considering Rouge has been the counterpart for both of them. In Sonic Adventure 2, Rouge was the counterpart for Knuckles. In Sonic Heroes, Rouge was the counterpart for Tails. So she can throw bombs like Knuckles, but she can also glide, or she can throw bombs like Tails, but she glides like Knuckles. I would have much preferred to have her kicking rather than throwing bombs. And also, she's really, really fucking slow. When in SA2, she was lightning fast. That sucks. So many of the characters in this game were just castrated from their previous portrayals. Her glide is much better than Knuckles, though. Knuckles drops like a rock in this game. So it's a general theme in this game that all the characters are way too slow. Even Sonic isn't as fast as any of his other portrayals. It's a principle that all Sonic characters, with the exception of Big, maybe, should be fast in some way, or they should have some method of maintaining a smooth flow. That's something this game fails at. Also, vehicles return in this game, and they suck. The vehicles were the worst part about Shadow the Hedgehog. With the exception of the air sauce, the only mandatory vehicles in Shadow the Hedgehog were the good ones. The jump machine, the jump walker, the air saucer, and the flying black aliens. The ones that were mandatory were good, but the optional ones, like the Jeep and the motorcycle, were pointless and stupid. And in this game, they're kind of mandatory, because you gotta take out these searchlights. Also, Shadow, I can kind of see Shadow using, if anything were to return from Shadow the Hedgehog, I would have much preferred the weapons to return rather than the vehicles. I don't know why they brought back the inferior feature of Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow's homing attack seems to be much more powerful than Sonic's, though. Hello, Crosby. Shadow doesn't have a spin dash in this game. That makes me sad, although considering Sonic's spin dash isn't that great, maybe it's not that bad. How do what button do I press to get in? Y. Okay. I guess because back then guns in a Sonic game wasn't received well at all. Judging from just user reviews and the fan base the game has, I'd say that's not really accurate. Even considering SA2 and SA1 had shooting already. This is dumb. I don't want to be driving a Jeep as Shadow the Hedgehog. I want to be blasting around with him firing off Chaos Spears. God damn it. If you're going to bring something back from Shadow the Hedgehog, bring back the guns. That was actually a really fun part of the gameplay. Also, the non-inverted camera controls here are fucking me up because I usually play inverted in my games. Also, spamming the homing attack is faster than just running with Shadow. I think it's the same with Sonic too, but not as much. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use the Chaos Spear, because that's something we haven't gotten to use in any Sonic game outside of Super Shadow stages and special attacks in Sonic Adventure 2. Die! Why aren't you dying? Motherfucker, why aren't you... Dude, can you fucking die? Thank you, Jesus. Okay, are there any more left? Am I gonna have to rely on really shitty draw distance here? Why inverted ruby? It's because some different way your brain is wired and how you interpret controls like that. This game doesn't even have a subtitle option. I wouldn't expect it to have inverted camera controls option. Okay, I don't see any spotlights, so what am I supposed to do? Tell me, Adam. You have to knock down the towers. This level is so anti-hype. Like, who the fuck? Why would you make Shadow pilot these slow-ass vehicles? That's just such a batshit stupid idea. Guns I'm okay with. I don't think guns really fit Shadow himself. I could see Shadow liking guns, though, but he doesn't need them. Ah! Okay, well, at least I get to save my time bonus. Guns don't exactly fit Shadow's character, but I can see him becoming, like, liking them and using them because of that. But vehicles, I don't see any reason why Shadow would use vehicles. This is so fucking hard to use with the camera controls. This kind of mission does not blend well with the shitty draw distance of this game. This is not what I want to be doing when I'm playing as Shadow. Ugh. Okay, is that all of them? Okay, apparently so. That was stupid. That level sucked. It just sucked. That was not fun at all. Don't complain, Shadow. Hello, Ali Maumaud.
Kore, なんだか知りたい?
僕の任務は君を回収する。それだけだ。
あ、そう。あんたも相変わらずね。
Someone's in a bad mood today. He probably got dragged out of bed to go and save Rouge.
見逃してはくれなさそうね。
さっさと片付けて脱出するぞ。
Oh, this is gonna... I had so much fun rolling around with the spin dash and the Sonic X Cerberus fight, but now I don't have that. I just have to skate around with Shadow and/or skate around with Shadow's slow-ass base movement speed and/or spam the homing attack. What the fuck happened there? Okay, I don't think there's any way to do double damage here, but let's see. Okay, I only did 1 point of damage there. When I said rolling around Shadow, this is not what I had in mind. So apparently Rouge stole that little scepter from Eggman's base. I have to wonder if Italy even has, like, snowy regions like this. Hey, Bill. Listen to me, Robot Doge. I'm your new master. What? That didn't count? There we go. You should have put the game in English so that everyone can understand. I have subbed cutscenes. It's just the in-game dialogue isn't subbed. And I think it's worth it, so we don't have to listen to Jason Griffith. Or Pete Capella. Get back here, Doge! Rouge, can you not? So, what does the little meter there do, anyway? Is my Chaos Spear more powerful once it's fully filled up? I know you can do the Chaos Blast in this game. I hope Adam will be able to walk me through that. Oops, I forgot to jump back on. That delay on Shadow's homing attack is annoying. Surely the delay didn't need to be that long to enable players to do the mashing A button attack. Camera, can you please, like, stop going overhead? I have to keep, like, pulling the camera down to the ground so I can actually see what I'm doing. I wish Shadow had a spin dash right now. He had a spin dash in Shadow the Hedgehog. Why not now? God damn it, I keep looking at the chat whenever that happens. I do not like Jason Griffith as Sonic. He just sounds way too dorky and not energetic at all. Also, he's not a good actor. At least when he's doing Sonic. For some reason, he's better at acting whenever he does Shadow, but even then, pretty bad. The stream shouldn't be lagging, Abraham. That's probably on your part. I have no dropped frames on my part. For once, it's not on my part, because I don't have any drop frames, so I can only tell you to refresh the stream. I don't even want to see my rank on this. Something tells me Shadow is not going to be nearly as decent as Sonic was in this game. Is the Japanese load times any better? I think all versions of Sonic 06 are international. So the language you're playing in depends on what language your Xbox 360 is set in. So I had to set mine to my Xbox 360's language to Japanese to be able to play, to be able to unlock the Japanese voices, which I think is really fucking stupid. They should have had that option in there. How did we get here? We're in, like, one of the computer terminals of the castle town. How did we get here?
主な産業は観光と精密機器の輸出。現在の君主はソレアナ公女エリス3世。
ドクターの基地がなぜこんな場所に繋がっている
Oh, I see. We teleported to this place from Eggman's
私は命
base.
令通りこれを取りに入っただけ。ねえ、ついでで悪いんだけど、軍の回収ポイントまでエスコートをお願いできないかしら。
回収ポイントは
ソレアナの古城、キングダムバレー。
Okay, I wasn't paying attention to us. Play the cutscene after here. Nope. Okay.
Kingdom Valley へ移動する手段を用意させた。至急森の洞窟へ向かってくれ。
Alright, so the gun rendezvous point is in Kingdom Valley. Let's go. Once again, I just have to say, I think it was a really, really good idea to turn Shadow into a gun agent. He fits the role so well. And they could find really creative ways to actually make him a rival of Sonic and have them fight and have a good reason for it. And that Sonic doesn't like gun. At times, Sonic is actually opposed to gun in his principles, so that gives Sonic and Shadow a reason to fight at times. They just have... Too bad they haven't actually capitalized on that. Maybe Forces will do that. I doubt it. Alright, so are there any power-ups that I can buy yet? Let's go and see. Me wishing I had the spin dash right now. Even if the spin dash is severely nerfed in this game, it still really helped in just getting around. How do I get to Kingdom Valley again? I have to go to the forest, right? I know where that is. Yeah, isn't the buying thing over here? Or oh, there it is! Ooh, 2 stuff right off the bat. Okay, I'm guessing this is the light speed dash. And, I don't know. We'll see. Can I do anything different? Adam, what were those first two things that I just bought? What if Shadow in Forces is actually Boom Shadow in disguise? And then he starts talking about how much he hates friendship and partnership, and how he's disgusted by Sonic. Okay, so it was the Lightspeed Dash, so what was the second one? Rouge just died. Can't do anything different so far from what I can make out. Shadow's fucking homing attack is way more powerful than Sonic's. Makes sense. If I were to have an SA3, the way I would do Shadow and Sonic is I would have them kind of like an SA2, where they both, well, exactly like an SA2 almost, and that they both have the exact same controls, the same speed, and the same mechanics, well, kind of. Except I would give Sonic the Sonic Wind, or Blue Tornado from Sonic Heroes, and the Bounce Attack, and I would give Shadow the Chaos Spear and Chaos Blast and Chaos Control, depending on if you were able to build it up. Unlocks Chaos Boost. Shadow seems very complicated, Adam. Okay, so how do I get to Kingdom Valley? It's up there, but I don't know how to get up there. Do I have to do the Trials of Soliana? Oh, I'm pretty sure I know what to do here. I gotta do a mission that defeats the Robos. But if I were to have SA3, I would give both Shadow and Sonic the same basic moveset of Lightspeed Dash, maybe Lightspeed Attack too, Spin Dash, Homing Attack, that kind of stuff. I wouldn't have them be this different. And I'd have them have the same speed as well. Oh great, I'm back in this thing again. And I'm going through rings too. Awesome. I don't think this is the right mission. Oh well. Turning rings. There's something hilarious about this.
Yeah.
たわいのない
Only 500 rings. You betrayed me. If I can ever glitch the game into not having to board a vehicle, then I'm gonna do it. At least the mandatory vehicles in Shadow the Hedgehog were all unique from each other, and actually kind of fun. Had their own fun segments. The ones that sucked weren't needed at all, like the Jeep and the motorcycle. Ah, here we go. Okay, I need to activate the Chaos Blast here somehow. What button is that? I remember getting stuck on this part as a kid. Okay, oh, I did something. Alright, there we go. Hey, there we go. So, okay, I got one little bar filled in the corner there. Like, how do I initiate the Chaos Blast that explodes? Is that a later power-up? Oh, hey, here we go. Activate Chaos Boost, press RT. Gotcha. I'm in another one of these! Well, if I remember correctly, this vehicle's not as bad, and it's just its own segment. Is there any way to make me go faster? Yes, hold down A. Seems. Alright, so far this isn't too bad, although the two rocket clip is kind of annoying. That could have been a bit longer. As it was, it's kind of pointless. Especially because I just have to go into another loading screen. It might have well just have been a really long loading screen. Well, at least we don't have to deal with the Mach speed sections with Shadow. Why can't I kick as Rouge? That's such a dumb idea. Rouge's kicking was a great way to gain speed and keep your flow in the stages in SA2. That was like her whole thing with Knuckles, is that Knuckles was the punching guy and Rouge was the kicking girl. Okay, so we gotta collect keys here. I have a feeling playing in Japanese is gonna hurt my ability to navigate through these stages. Oh great, I'm stuck on the wall. I just mash buttons until I get off of it. Nope, stop planting bombs. Here we go. So many things in this game that are just so anti-flow. I keep saying it, it's the most important thing to any Sonic game. Iizuka said it best himself, the Sonic games are not about speed, it's about flow. Being able to not stop for a single second, and if you have the skill, maintain movement, that's simply just not possible in this game. Even Amy in SA1, even though she was slow, she had like mechanics that lent itself well to this core idea. She could jump around if you built up enough speed. If you were good enough to maintain your speed, you could jump around with the hammer. I saw Shadow over there just waiting. I'm cool with Rouge having bombs, but just don't get rid of her kick for it. Don't make it her only attack. In fact, I think the gun gameplay would fit Rouge more than Shadow. Well, lighter guns anyway. I can imagine Rouge using a handgun or a stun gun. Radical! This just makes me wish I was playing Radical Highway. Ah! Stop it! Stop forcing me! Stop forcing Shadow into vehicles! Shadow is really fucking cool and he has a lot of potential as a controllable character, but you're forcing him into these metal death traps! I just want to play Shadow as himself. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to bring it in here. Oh no, I think I just went backwards. Okay, this is the correct path. Just baffles me how they thought bringing over the worst part of Shadow the Hedgehog rather than the best part about Shadow's gameplay was a good idea. Just because some soccer moms had a bitch fit about some realistic guns when the majority of them were cartoony as fuck. I know, they just like castrated all the Sonic characters in this game in terms of their movesets. They were so cool in the adventure games and even Heroes. They had such great moves. Taser boots, that sounds awesome actually. That sounds really fucking cool. Rouge could like kick the air and send like shockwaves towards the enemies. That'd be really fucking cool. That's a great idea, Songao. That was some hilarious tower physics there. Oops. So I see they got rid of the hanging off the ledge mechanic that SA2 and Shadow the Hedgehog had that helped you from not falling off ledges like that. This game just makes me feel all sorts of different ranges of emotion. At times, I'm praising it to high heavens, but at other times, it's like I've been betrayed by my best friend. That's good to know, Bulldozer. What? Okay. 1, why didn't I grab onto the rope? And 2, if I was ahead of the rope, why didn't I homing attack the enemy that was behind it? I don't think my rank for this stage is going to be very good. There you go, game. I think Sonic might be more efficient at combat than Shadow is. Sonic can like slide around on the ground and kill enemies he touches. Any enemy he touches. That and Shadow's homing attack is significantly slower because of the delay it needs so players can activate that kicking in midair mechanic. Exactly, 5-star jellyfish. Boom is just like an insult to my intelligence. At least I'm just, with this game, I'm just like baffled rather than insulted. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate, Songgal. People should blame Sega for this game rather than the developers. Blame Sega and not the developers or the tone and direction of this game. So many people use this game as an opportunity to retroactively say that the adventure games were bad and that the formula is inherently flawed and cannot work. And that's led to the dark age that we're currently in. I, for one, think the only Dark Age... This is the first Dark Age of Sonic. This is the Dark Age of quality control. I think the only two games that represent that are this game, Sonic and the Secret Rings, maybe. I haven't played it, but I've heard some shit about it. And Sonic the Hedgehog on the Game Boy. That port. I don't consider Sonic Heroes or Shadow the Hedgehog to be part of the Dark Age of quality control because those games are good. I played them on stream very recently. But now, ever since Sonic Colors, we've been in a dark age of hype, interest, I guess you could say. Hype, interest, spirit. Just a complete lack of any spirit that makes Sonic what he is. The series trying to be something that it's not. A Saturday morning cartoon comedy Mario sitcom. Oh yeah, I guess there could be considered 3 Dark Ages then. That Dark Age that Adam is referring to, and then this Dark Age of quality control, and then the current Dark Age we're in. The Dark Age of lack of spirit, hype, and interest. Holy shit! My time bonus really saved me there. The time bonuses in this game are really generous. Sonic Mania will. I don't know. I don't think a game that recycles that has 60% recycled stages will be enough to get it out. I'm not saying it'll be bad, but I'm not saying it'll be enough to reinvigorate hype and spirit and interest in the Sonic series. Sonic Mania needs to have completely new content for that to be possible. I already did, Neko.
昔使われていたソレアナ王の居城よ。10年ぐらい前に大きな事故があって、このありさまってわけ。
事故？
エネルギー機関の開発の失敗だとかなんだとか、その計画の名前が
ソラリスプロジェクト。この国の古い伝承、永遠の太陽を意味する壮大な計画だ。
ドクター。
久しいな、ミス・ルージュ。それにシャドウ。さあ、盗み出した闇の帳を私に返していただこうか。
Realistic Eggman looks good for a realistic design. I mean, what, were you expecting Eggman to look attractive?
影が。
なんという運命の皮肉。まさかこの僕が君の影を得て復活することになるとはね。礼を言うよ、シャドウ・ザ・ヘッジホッグ。
How does he know who he is?
君は誰だ？なぜ僕の名を？
Maybe he absorbs his memory, not only his form, but his memories as well.
メフィレス。闇のメフィレス。なんだ、忘れちゃったのかい？君にはとても世話になったんだよ、シャドウ。あ、そうだ。 僕から君へのお返しだ。夢のツアーへの片道切符だよ。
The gold nipples are amazing, Adam. You cannot get rid of him. I will not allow it. So he's acting like he's a part of Shadow.
なんなのここ。
どうやら奴に空間転移させられたようだ。
とりあえず情報を集めましょう。
メフィレス。何者だ？
Why is this in a different language? It's in Japanese, the original voices, because it's better in every single way.
つながったわ。現在位置はと。嘘、これって。ここ、さっきまで私が捕まってたドクターの基地よ。ええ、間違いないわ。
待て、今はいつだ？ 僕たちは時間を跳躍させられた。そうだな。
ええ、少なくとも200年は。
200 years.
このデータベースの更新が停止した時期によっては、それ以上かも。いずれにせよ、ここは未来の世界ってことになるわね。あのメフィレスってやつ、時間を操る力を持っていたのね。
感覚的には僕のカオスコントロールに近いだ。
So these three were sent to a similar point in the future that Shadow and Rouge were. Is there any connection between what point Mephiles decides to send them and what point in time Eggman's machine decides to send these three?
あら、誰かと思えばあんたたちだったの？ルージュ、シャドウ。はい、おひさ。
ここは未来の世界だ。僕たちのいた時代よりずっと先の。
未来世界？じゃああのマシンは時間を操る機械だったの？
やってくれるぜ、エッグマンのやつ。なあ、どうやったら元の時代に戻れるんだ？
巨大な力で時空に穴を開ける必要がある。
なるほど。カオスコントロールを使うのか。
だが僕の力だけでは不十分だ。
いいぜシャドウ。ここは一つ共同戦線と行こう。
The Japanese voice acting makes these cutscenes so much better. Okay, so you said I didn't have to get into this thing? Glad to know. So this was like, I think this is the second best level for Sonic, brought down by the Mach Speed section at the end. So let's see how good it is for Shadow. I think my favorite Sonic level in this game is actually Lava Flame Core. There was a lot of lava in that game, so it's understandable. I should probably be killing these guys so I can fill up my gauge. Hello, Sonic the Hedgehog, and unique Exad. I hate how you can only lightspeed dash certain rings. You can't lightspeed dash them all like you could in SA1, 2, and Shadow the Hedgehog, and Heroes. I get that Shadow has the power to use the Chaos Control, but how does Sonic have it? Well, Sonic is experienced in using the Chaos Emerald's power. He's been turning into Super Sonic for multiple games up to that point. So if anybody would be able to do Chaos Control along with Shadow, it would be Sonic. I'd say that Knuckles should be able to use it as well with a little bit of practice. Considering he does have a super form, Knuckles does. Pretty much anybody who understands the Chaos Emeralds and has experience with them is able to use the Chaos Control. Welcome to Trump America! This is what happens when you elect President Trump. This is our future. Although Silver can use the Chaos Control as well in this game, so it might be a power just like a special property that only Hedgehogs can use. That was weird. I just like dropped out of the air after that enemy went out of range of my homing attack. Although Silver did use Chaos Control only after seeing Shadow use it. We'll have to see once we get to Silver's story. I have a feeling that Silver's gameplay is actually going to be more fun than Shadow's. Does anybody have any idea as to why Shadow uses uses Boku to refer to himself? Shadow uses Ore, which is a very informal and rude and very like tough way of referring to yourself, but Boku is like a very friendly and subservient way of referring to yourself. What the hell? I guess he just uses Boku because that's what he used when he was since he was born. Since he's basically very subservient to Gerald Robotnik. What the hell? And so he just never stopped using it. Although I think in Shadow the Hedgehog, in one of the endings, he actually uses Ore, like Sonic does. I don't know what Silver uses in this game, but I think it's Ore. Silver is basically, your... Oh my god! Programming. Silver is basically, your, standard shonen protagonist in this game. To be honest, I would actually really love a Sonic Heroes 2 that stars Sonic, Silver, and Shadow in a team. Although, I don't know if they've come up with a good reason as to why Silver still exists after this game, considering the future was changed. Was that answered in Sonic Rivals or something? If not, then they're gonna have some splaining to do in Sonic Forces. What the fuck? Why is that rail there even grindable? It just sends me into a wall. People keep referring to Silver being Trunks, and I have to just say I've never watched Dragon Ball Z, so that doesn't mean anything to me. Every Silver afterwards is from Rivals. Okay, so can somebody give me a breakdown on this new Silver? This new and improved Silver? The one that isn't voiced by Pete Capella, maybe? What's his story in Rivals? That seems, like, really dumb. Non-inverted controls! Especially because the flight controls on the Black Arms, Black Hawk, and Shadow the Hedgehog controls were inverted. Here's the thing about Sonic Boom versus Sonic 06. Sonic Boom tries to be funny, but falls flat on its face. Sonic 06 is unintentionally funny, when it isn't being frustrating as hell. Nope! Sorry, Shadow, I didn't hear you. Or I can't understand what you're saying, Shadow. I don't understand that ching-chong language. I guess we're just gonna have to go on foot, because I couldn't understand what the hell you were saying. So far, this level is pretty good. I need to stop dying so I can build up my gauge and use Chaos Blast. I don't know why they didn't let you use Chaos Control in this game. I'm just gonna activate it. Because... Don't touch it! Fuck the Boom TV show. That shit's doing so much damage to the Sonic franchise. People are already confused enough on Sonic's image as it is. That show is just doing even more damage to it by confusing Sonic's image. To an audience of kids, nonetheless. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was bad enough in the 90s. And Sonic Underground. And confusing Sonic's image and tricking everybody into thinking he's supposed to be a Saturday morning cartoon and not a shonen action series. And now it's happening again with Sonic Boom. Okay, so how do I actually... What function can I use with the Chaos Blast right now? Is it just more... Am I just more powerful? I do like the Iblis monsters, though. They're pretty cool. Even though they're just basically Moltres and Houndoom. Or as I put it on the last stream, if you set the black arms on fire. Here's the thing, I wouldn't be so against the Boom TV show if that wasn't all we had of Sonic at the moment. If that wasn't like the only tone we had of it. If the Sonic series was actually on track and we had a spin-off TV show like that, I'd be fine with it. I mean, just look at the Attack on Titan Junior High. It's just it's a spin-off to the series, but it's not replacing the series. It's not meant to represent the Attack on Titan series. Hello, Nightmare. And Yagis.
私のカオスエメラルド。やっぱ綺麗よね。どう？この神秘の輝き。
I'd probably be the same way if I had a Chaos Emerald. Oh shit!
オメガ？どうしてこんなところに？
Mega Man!
完全に停止しているようだ。
何があったっていうの？私たちの未来で。はい、こちらルージュ。了解。すぐに行くわ。ソニックたちも何か見つけたようよ。行きましょう。私たちにしてあげられることは何もないわ。
ああ。
遅かったじゃないの。こっちはほら。
カオスエメラルド、もう見つけちゃったんだ。
まあね、これでも私有能なトレジャーハンターですから。
I actually think Rouge's current English voice is actually the best because it fits her it sounds like her Japanese voice.
で、そっちは？
あ、うん。この先にカオスエメラルドの反応を見つけたんだけど。
ここを突っ切るってわけ？
嫌なら待っててもいいんだぜ。
冗談。
遅れるなよ。
貴様こそ。
Team Dark is incomplete. I know, right? I love Team Dark. I love their dynamic. That's the one great thing that comes out of, even if I don't like the direction of the story, even if it's not the way I would handle the direction of the story, and Heroes Shadow the Hedgehog and 06. I love the Team Dark dynamic that came out of it. And it needs to be utilized more. Ah, what the fuck was that? How not to design a game? Unless you're making a I want to be the guy game. That's stupid. Why would you have things raining down from the sky that would hurt the player through no fault of their own? Let's go a different way this time. I don't know about you guys, but I only pay attention to 3D Sonic games. Well, 3D Sonic games after 3K, that is, as canon. Just a lot less messy that way. What? I could not control where I was going there! Look, I can't control where I'm going! I couldn't fucking control what direction I was going in! Ugh! There we go. So is this gonna be... So what was the best stage for Sonic is gonna be the worst stage for Shadow. Am I understanding that correctly? So how do I do the Chaos Snap? Why does the Chaos Spear only stun them? Oh my god, it's a purple thing! Even if full charge, it only stuns them. Do I have to get a power-up to make it actually useful? Hold A when you homing attack. Shadow's extended homing attack range is throwing me off here. What the hell? What did I hit there? I just like dropped in midair. Ah, I see. That's cool, actually. Wish it was more intuitive, but okay. Okay, this is getting better. Shadow's gameplay is getting better now. I've heard Shadow say that so many times, like "Jama suru" or something like that, meaning get out of my way. What? What? Why did I just drop in the middle of the air? What the fuck happened there? Also, that's bullshit. Oh, great! I can't use Chaos Snap whenever I'm homing attacking across a gap. That's a great design decision! Follow me, set me free. Set me free from vehicle combat in my Sonic game. Whenever I hold down the A button after a homing attack, when I have the Chaos Blast initiated, I just drop in the air. Jeez, that went back a really long way. I mean, this game is programmed so well. If you don't have an enemy to snap to, you just drop. That's awesome. Oh my god, that's bullshit. Jeez, Shadow's moveset in this game is really convoluted and unintuitive. Nothing better pop up in front of me. I never understood why getting hit, they make you stop when you get hit. It'd be better in Sonic games if getting hit didn't actually stop your movement. That was a big problem in Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. If you got hit, you were knocked back, and that was often a cause of the number one cause of death. You'd get hit by an enemy, and then you'd get stunned backwards into a bottomless pit. Ah, fuck's sake, that homing attack is so overpowered. Why are they purple? Pretty sure I don't need to bother. with lighting things up in this stage. Oh my god, that's a lot of lasers. Why are there laser spewing purple lizards everywhere? Ow! Stop it! Is that any way to treat a lady? Tasukata. I like these trees with purple fruits in the lava. That's a weird sentence. What? Okay. This game has a bad habit of cheap shots. So this boss fight sucked as Sonic. How much more is it gonna suck as Shadow? Okay. Oops. Was not paying attention there. Breakdance for a Shadow. Oopsies. Oh, you know what? I could have gotten up to one of the purple gems there. with Shadow's more powerful homing attack. What? Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to the one in the center. Oh, it spawned a new one. Alright, let's just float here. That's why Shadow has air shoes. I am gonna charge the most powerful Chaos Spear you have ever seen, Iburisu. I'm sorry, should I call you Ibwis instead? Letter to Sonic Team. Dear Sonic Team, never design a boss fight around waiting for impossibly long times in your Sonic games. Oh, are you not gonna like rage out like you did in the Sonic boss fight? You're just gonna do the purple orbs again? He really likes purple orbs. Maybe he thinks they're Mephiles and he's trying to rejoin with it. One ring. I think this is the only Sonic game I've played so far that actually gives you a ring bonus. Usually in Sonic games, it doesn't matter how many rings you have once you finish the stage.
Chaos Control!
シャドウシャドウあいつカオスエメラルドもなしで。
エージェントルージュ、速やかに現状を報告せよ。闇の帳は回収できたのか？
ああ、その件は後で詳しく報告するわ。たった今緊急事態が発生したの。至急 E123 オメガとコンタクトを取りたいんだけど。
Oh, okay. So Omega is part of Gun as well? I like to imagine that Omega would be like the Master Chief of Gun for all operations against Eggman. That actually makes a lot of sense. Alright, so we're looking for Omega. Let's go. I hope I actually sequence things right here, and after that cutscene, it should put us directly in this stage. That is correct, right? This robot was just, like, sitting here before I got here. God damn it, Shadow, why did you have to go after Mephiles? He doesn't need a weapon, he is a weapon! Okay, so I believe you can actually go directly to the goal ring in this stage if you know where it is, which I don't. Let's go over there! It's nice and far. Turtle! Oh, this is a beautiful turtle. Oh god, what the hell did I just do? What was that? What was that? What? Why did I just bounce into the air? My time bonus is gonna be off the charts, yo. Okay, seems like I have to defeat the enemies over here. I super bounced. Ah, that's the same line she said in SA2 whenever she A-ranked a stage. Ooh, that sounds so good, 5-star jellyfish. Okay, so I hope I sequence things correctly with the subbed YouTube video. Once again, this game doesn't have English subs whenever you're playing with Japanese voices, so I'm showing a video of the cutscenes. Credits to YouTube user Wendy for that. Person subs all the Sonic cutscenes. Just going for a stroll, Omega? Looking for Eggman robots to kill?
Rouge the battle.
Did you get brain damage since the last time we met Omega? Did you get a new voice actor,
あいつ
Omega?
に届けてほしいの。
Ah, I see. Smart Rouge. I know what she's doing. So what, he's just gonna sit in the same place for over 200 years? Also, Omega's the only voice actor who kept his English voice in Shadow the Hedgehog.
君の目的は何だ？この世界を滅ぼしたのも君なのか？
そうでもあり、違うとも言える。君にいいものを見せてあげよう。そう、君だ。イブリースの炎で世界が滅びた後、人間どもは何をしたと思う？犯人探しさ。誰がこの最悪を招いたのか。人間どもはただ恐れていたんだよ。君の力をね。本当は君を排除できれば理由は何でもよかったのさ。僕と来なよ、シャドウ。さあ、すべての因果を焼き払い、この愚かな世界を断罪するんだ。君にはその権利がある。
くだらん。やりたいならば一人でやるんだな。
君は許すのか、この愚行を。
僕の未来は僕が決める。
Okay, let me rewind a bit there because I wasn't paying attention to the beginning there. And what this was some heavy shit right here, and I wanted to know what's going on.
君にいいものを見せてあげよう。そう、君だ。イブリースの炎で世界が滅びた後、人間どもは何をしたと思う？犯人探しさ。誰がこの最悪を招いたのか。
So they blame Shadow for the outbreak of Iblis. Aw, poor Shadow. I think Shadow is the one out of everybody in the Sonic cast who just needs a hug. Most of all. Alright, so let's see. What do I do here? Build up my Chaos Gauge. Get off me!
倒しても無駄なことだ。
Shadow's story is actually turning out to be really fucking good so far. Great character relationships, great characters, and a really interesting plot. Sonic's story was pretty bare bones, although at least in Sonic's relationship was pretty sweet at times. So even you can't resist Chaos Blast, huh? I don't know if I did anything special there that made that go really fucking fast, but alright. That wasn't a great boss fight, but it was better than fucking... That was better than Iblis. The same thing happens to both Shadow and Sonic. They both get punted into a wall. Oh, fuck. Huh? Oh, shit, son. Rouge, you're a genius. Awesome, so Rouge told Omega to look for Shadow in this volcanic area 200 years into the future. So this is Omega 200 years later. He's still alive. He managed to survive the Iblis outbreak. But that means... Shit, that means like Rouge fucking got wiped out in the Iblis outbreak. But what about Sonic? Sonic is dead now, right? Omega, I'm not digging a new voice. This is exactly why I didn't want to play with the English voices. Maybe his previous one died or something. Okay, so I'm just playing Omega here like I would in Heroes. Let's see how that works out. Okay. Holy shit, Omega actually plays really well. Omega's like really fast, Jesus! Jeez, did they spend all their time making Omega like a really good character to play or something? Is that why all the characters are so shitty? All the budget went into Omega? So, no matter what happens, without some kind of intervention from Team Dark, I guess, Elise dies and Iblis is released, and Sonic fails in protecting her. Wow, I did not expect Omega to play that well. Like, what the fuck? Omega is really fast. God damn, Omega, I did not expect you to be, like, the star of this game. But Omega only brought one Chaos Emerald with him. That's not gonna be enough to open a wormhole.
フィレス。
So you didn't need the Chaos Emerald to get back to the present?
メフィレスもこの時代に来ているはずだ。追跡を手伝おう。
Shadow and Omega, best buds. Love it.
先ほどからない。至急倉庫街に向かってくれ。
Wait, hold up a second. Time fucking paradox right here. This Omega is from 200 years in the future. So now there are two Omegas in the present. Huh? There are literally two Omegas now. This Omega is from 200 years in the future. What? Also, what was the point of sending Omega into the future then if Shadow didn't use the Chaos Emerald to get back to the present? He just followed Mephiles. I guess maybe a backup plan from Rouge. But even then, he couldn't get back to the present with only one Chaos Emerald. He'd need two. And maybe even another person to do the Chaos Control. I don't know. Anyway, at least the story is like, you know, inspiring this sort of discussion. The Red Memory Fragment. So what does that do, Adam? Does that unlock Chaos Blast? As we saw before, two shadows can appear in the same time. Mephiles made Shadow appear all locked up in Flame Core, so we know that there could be two versions of the characters appearing at the same time, so now that means that there are two Omegas in the present. This game opens up a whole can of worms with time travel stories, but I think that's true with any time travel story. I'd much prefer if Sonic games didn't dabble with time travel. It's just way too messy of a story concept. Okay, so where do we go now? Where do we go now? I couldn't read or listen to the spiel from the gun commander there. I'm assuming I have to go to Radical Train because it's open there. Oh, that's okay. They do damage now. I have to be in Chaos Blast mode though, don't I? I'm a gun commander. I'm a gun agent. Let me through. Okay, where do I go? The warehouse. Gotcha. I guess we're meeting Rouge there. Ah, Rouge.
はーい。エッグマンのメカがあんたを探してるみたいよ。今度は何やらかしたの？
僕じゃない。狙いはおそらくメフィレスだ。
エッグマンは何を企んでいる？メフィレスとは何者だ？
直接聞いた方が早そうだ。
あ、ちょっと。
ドクターを問い詰める。そっちはメフィレスの動向を追ってくれ。
ったくやっと帰ってこられたってのに挨拶の一つもなし。でもまあ無事で何よりってとこね。こちらルージュ軍本部。ええ、闇の帳の中身についてできる限りの情報を集めてちょうだい。
So I guess they're going after Mephiles and Shadow's going after Eggman. I would totally be down with a Sonic game all about Team Dark. Okay, now we go to Radical Train, right? Yeah, let me through. Gun agent coming through. Actually, I think Gun's name might be a play on words of the Japanese word for military, which is goon.
とにかくドクターの列車を止めるぞ。逃げられないようにするには列車を壊すしかない。
Okay, so for Sonic's stage in this level, we had to stop the train from getting destroyed, but in this stage, we have to destroy the train. Or at least slow it down. Okay, there we go. Awesome! So I can, like, initiate different levels of chaos. The chaos thing. What state am I even in? What is this even called? It's not Chaos Blasts. Something. Oh, that's awesome. Ah! Fuck you, homing attack! You betrayed me again! Oh, Jesus. Frame rate, please. Frame rate is Sonic game's worst enemy. Bad performance in a Sonic game means bad game. Hello, Greninja Gaming and Kuro Clifford. Great. Ah! Stop it! I did not consent to this. Oh wow, is that really as fast as it can back up? Ah! I did not consent! Fuck. This is like legit the worst part of the game. So far. First it was the Mach speed sections, now it's this shit. Why did I just lose half my health? Shadow, you're facing the wrong way. Shadow, the camera's over here. You don't see a camera over there, do you?
ノックはもう少し静かに願いたいものだな。で、今頃何の用だね。
メフィレスとは何者だ。何のために奴を捕らえようとしている。
知りたければ自分で探すがいい。すべては10年前この国で起きた最悪にある。
ソラリスプロジェクト。
いかにも。メフィレスを捕らえたら私のもとへ連れてくるがいい。さすればソラリスの何たるかを教えてやろう。
よかった。絶対
Eggman in that cutscene had so much swagger.
またお前か。
今度こそ誰にも邪魔はさせない。死んでもらうぜ、イブリーストリガー。
ソニック。
これで終わりだ。メフィレス、なぜ邪魔をする。
僕はシャドウザ・ヘッジホッグだ。
Badass. Alright, Shidova. Potleaf the Hedgehog is no match for the ultimate life form. At least this is a much better arena than the Soliana boss fight. At least this one doesn't have a giant invisible wall. Shadow can help. Shadow can definitely beat Silver. He's not worried about Shadow at all against Silver. However, leaving Amy behind to deal with Silver was kind of dumb. But I guess Sonic heard that Silver somehow knew Amy and was hesitating to attack her, so maybe Sonic felt safe in leaving her alone with him, but even then, goddamn Sonic, that's cold.
Chaos Control!
貴様。
無駄だ。カオスエメラルドによって時空を制する僕の力に抗う術はない。
諦めてたまるか。俺の手にかかってるんだ。こんなところで、こんなところで。カオスコントロール。
There's something oddly homoerotic about that.
こいつ、カオスコントロールを。
誰にも邪魔はさせない。俺は運命を変えて未来を救ってみせる。
メフィレスが企んでいるのは未来の救済じゃない。すべての
Shadow
歴
piece
史
it
の
all
抹
together in an
殺だ。
instant.
どういう意味だ。
お互いに知る必要がありそうだ。10年前の真実とやら。知りたければついてくるがいい。
Five-star jellyfish. Japanese doesn't have swear words like English does. They just translated it that way. They could have easily translated it as "you scumbag."
高周波の電磁パルス発生。
減圧剤注入。ダメです。レベル下がりません。
空間誘拐が始まっています。それやなこ、これ以上は無理です。退避してください。
なぜだソラリス、なぜ私の声を拒むのだ。エリサ。
Neither does it to me, Bulldozer. In fact, it makes sense for a lot of them, considering how rough and raunchy a lot of them are. Songao, Chaos Emeralds turn thoughts into powers, so I guess whatever time period they think about, they go to.
あれはあの炎、イブリース。
そして黒い影の方が本来のメフィレスだ。
あれがメフィレス。逃げるぞ。
二手に分かれよう。 僕はメフィレスを追う。
分かった。イブリースは俺に任せろ。
待て。これで奴を。
急ぐぞ。
Oh, so this is how Mephiles got sealed in the thing. God damn, this game's plot is so convoluted. But I kind of like it, even if it's not what I prefer out of the story. Okay, am I supposed to stop here, or is this after Aquatic Base? Yeah, this is after Aquatic Base. How did Elise even get into this top secret lab? Her father is the head developer. Of course she would have access. And she's the princess of Soriana. Some cutscenes are pre-rendered, but still use the in-game models. Oh, that Chaos Lance attack is good. Okay, Shadow's gameplay got better. At least when you're not driving vehicles. Like that one! Go away. Get out of my sight. Hey, Ashley W. Alright, where'd it go? Aha. I thought you were going after Iblis. Well, I guess the Iblis monsters are here. Rip Shadow. Adios, Shadow the Hedgehog. Silver actually puts really great use, puts to good use the next generation, because his gameplay is all about like the satisfying physics of flinging weapons around and smashing things into pieces. Good on you. You could have just been a bit faster, is all. Yeah, I think so. 5-star jellyfish. Shadow, can you stop dying? It's killing the mood. I don't have anything else to fling at them. Bounce on the balls. Ah, that was bullshit. Alright, where to next? Screw you and your laser beams! If you're purple, that means you have laser beams. Screw you, bike! I'm not ever driving you again if I don't have to. I like how they just sat there. Who's a good Iblis doggo? Who's a good Iblis doggo? Okay, frame rate. Death to you by balls. I wish you could do that in Shadow the Hedgehog. That's the one thing Shadow's gameplay has in this game over Shadow the Hedgehog, is that you can fire chaos spheres like this. I really wish you could do that in Shadow the Hedgehog, so players who didn't want to use the weapons had a viable option. That would have been perfect. That would have made the gameplay pretty much perfect. So yeah, Shadow's pretty fun here when the gameplay is not really, like, the level design isn't really cheap. Oh, we unlocked the gold ring. Kampegida. Sonic characters say the same thing. Whenever I noticed that the Japanese voices always have the same quotes for their rankings in these games.
Chaos control!
Oh, this is why Mephiles. This is how Mephiles knows who Shadow is. This story is actually pretty well thought out. Shadow's story.
お前は誰だ。
僕はシャドウ、シャドウ・ザ・ヘッジホッグだ。
シャドウ、忘れない。その顔、その形。消す。
It's not lacking, Abraham. It's on your part. I don't have any dropped frames.
消してやる。
うまくいったのか。
ああ、そっちは。
うん。炎は封じられたぜ。ちゃんとな。置いていくのか。
ああ、いずれどうなるかは分かっている。帰るぞ。
ああ。
Adam, Elise, even if you saw the cutscene in the desert, Elise has been raised from childhood to never cry by her father. That's not really a plot hole, that she doesn't cry just because she's a child. She's been raised not to cry.
思ったより早かったわね。オメガは今メフィレスを追跡してるわ。一緒に行ったって子は？ねえ、10年前で何を見たの？
地球軍のデータベースで調べてほしい。闇の帳、それに類する物質がこのソレアナにまだあるかどうか。
いいけど、私の質問に答えてないわよ。
メフィレスを封じる手段が分かった。
Alright, so I'm actually really digging this story. It's cool.
闇の帳のありかは不明だが、そのことを研究している考古学者がいるとの情報をつかんだ。その考古学者を探せば何か詳しいことが聞けるかもしれない。
Uh-oh, did the game just freeze? Oh, no. Okay, so I'm guessing Shadow wants to find similar materials that made the Veil of Darkness to make another one to seal Mephiles. That's why he's searching for the materials here. Okay. What am I doing here? Oh, I guess it's, we're fighting against Eggman. Eggman's robots are invading, if I remember correctly. So, are we going after materials for, oh, Iblis fucking monsters are attacking. How are there Iblis monsters? What the hell? Has Elise died? Is this from after Sonic fails to save Elise? Or is Mephiles somehow able to draw these guys out? And if that's so, why are they not purple? The expository text, when I loaded in, probably explained it.
Huh?
Hello, Dreamcast, Amy. Alright, now we gotta go find Omega, who has Mephiles, right? First, let's go get that power-up. Hey. Alright, now we should be able to do Chaos Blast. How do I do Chaos Blast? Somebody tell me? Alright, I need some way across there. That chick's pointing over there. And the ones with the red exclamation marks over their heads are story pointers to point you in the right direction. Okay, they're all pointing in this direction. There's a star here. The star is the fountain. Why is the fountain highlighted with the star? I see! What did I just get? Wasn't paying attention. Oh, did we just create a new Scepter of Darkness or something? Oh, okay. Did I just pick up like a Scepter of Darkness or something? Can you guys, like, tell me if I did? Because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, still don't know how to get over this. Oh, okay. There. Bet that wasn't there before. This is also where they left in a blooper in the dub. Yeah. I don't know why people get on this game about that, and then Oblivion has this, like, the same thing. An actor flubs the line, but they kept it in anyway. And yeah, Oblivion is, like, considered one of the best games ever made. Methodist. So at least this is one of the better vehicles in this game. And it has its own dedicated segment rather than interrupting my running. My back itches! Itches, bitches! So at least this is better than the Mach Speed section. Find E123 Omega. Oh shit, yes! We're controlling my favorite character again. Look at him! He's so fucking fast! Why is he so fast? He might be just as fast as Sonic is. This is how you do a character right! Jeez, they put all the thought into this one, into Omega. Can't believe it. What else can I do with Omega, I wonder? Does he have any other functions? Guys, I think Omega just might be my favorite character in this game. He just feels... his controls are perfect, actually. No problems with them whatsoever. It's like I'm playing an actual Adventure 3. You know, one that's actually... a sequel that's actually worthy of being Adventure 3. Like, what the fuck? Why is Omega, out of all the characters, like, the most polished? I don't get it. Like, if there were a Team Dark game, like, I'd be fine if they just, like, ripped this Omega from this game. Maybe give him a couple of power-ups. Look at him! Oh my god, Omega, you're so cool! I love you. I think Omega might be quickly becoming one of my favorite Sonic characters, nearing like the top 3, if he's not already there. I wish they reserved the right and left triggers for controlling the camera, because you can't really use the control stick whenever you're busy pressing the face buttons. So you can hold it down to hit multiple enemies, or you can jump into the air and fire more powerful singular strikes with splash damage. Aww, I wanted to play as him more. So it is Mephiles bringing out all these Iblis monsters. The game feels like it's getting better the more I play it. I want a Chaos Blast! That was it? Let me try that again. Oh, that's actually pretty powerful. A bit visually disappointing, but okay. This level design is actually really good because it's so wide open. I see a vehicle over there, but I'm just gonna give it the middle finger and bug right off. This is probably the best level so far for Shadow. Oh, I see. Switching to the third level consumes your power a lot more quickly. Shadow's gameplay is actually really fun with all the different options you have. Okay, so what's the mission objective here? Do I actually have to get to the goal ring or defeat all the robot or Iblis monsters? Okay, there must be one alive. Ah, there you are. Shadow Doggo. Laser Doggo. Alright, where do I go from here? This game loves to do stuff with its physics, but it crashes the frame rate. Okay, that was the best Shadow level by far. Great level design, really fun. Combat with a lot of options, and we get to play as Omega, the most polished character in this game. Xenomorph Doggo.
さすがは究極生命体シャドウに対抗するべく作られたロボットだ。忘れたとは言わせないよ。人間たちにプログラムされたとはいえ、あのシャドウに未来世界で君が何をしたのか。
Omega was created to contain Shadow by Eggman? And Omega was the one who locked him away in the future. Oh shit! That's why Omega was locked in the room with Shadow.
どうしたの？
シャドウ。未来世界でお前を倒し封印したのはこの私だ。
Oh god. The one guy who was created to defeat the ultimate life form was Omega all along.
シャドウは世界のためにずっと戦ってきたのよ。なのにそんな。
強すぎる力は常に世界から忌避される存在となる。恐怖が顕在化した時、世界は貴様の敵となるだろう。
シャドウ。もし世界のすべてがあんたの敵に回ったとしても、私はあんたの味方につくわ。覚えておいて。
The defining moment of Team Dark is that I think they deserve their own game. God damn, this story is awesome. But dude, that is like something I didn't even... I completely forgot about this game if I even realized it when I first played it. It's revealed that in this game, Eggman created Omega to defeat Shadow if he got out of control. And as we all know, Eggman saved Shadow at the end of... after Sonic Adventure 2 and nursed him back to health. But then Eggman having the backup plan, all the backup plans in the world, being as smart as he is, he made Omega just in case he couldn't indoctrinate Shadow, having wiped all of his memories. Dude, that's an awesome idea, actually. Who would have thought the only person who would actually be able to defeat Shadow, well, other than Sonic, would be Omega? And he'd be like, he was created specifically for that purpose. Holy shit, I'm so into this. Bravo. And that was like a very, very touching moment at the end of the cutscene there. Probably the defining moment of Team Dark that solidifies them as great characters in the Sonic series. Rouge sees Shadow as a brother or a love interest. Definitely not a love interest. That goes to Knuckles. There's a lot of sexual tension between Knuckles and Rouge. Shadow and Rouge are more comrades. That's so heartwarming. After they built a friendship in Sonic Heroes, Rouge declares that even if the world sees Shadow as their enemy because he becomes too powerful, she'll still stand by him. That's just so heartwarming. The question is though, how was Omega swayed into defeating Shadow? So I don't think this Omega isn't the one who defeated Shadow and sealed him away, because or maybe he did. Yeah, he did. He like sealed Shadow away and then helped the Shadow, and then went and helped the Shadow that was fighting Mephiles. I don't know. It's very, very confusing. Very convoluted. So, I think it's a really awesome idea that after Iblis broke out, nobody knew what was happening, but Shadow, being as powerful as he is, the world turned and blamed him. Poor Shadow. I haven't played this game in years, Songao, so I don't remember a lot of the finer details. Or not Songao, Haley. Omega probably believed all the hysteria that Shadow was the one who sent the world to hell. Or maybe he was threatened into doing it. Actually, since he was created for that very purpose, Omega is nothing but programming. So, oh, I see why Omega did it. Omega did it against his will. His will. You know, Omega is a robot. He was created for the express purpose of destroying, killing Shadow if he got out of control. And so even if he wasn't out of control and it was just mass hysteria and misinformation, Omega's like baser programming kicked in. His baser programming, like emergency program to shut down Shadow, kicked in, even if it wasn't true. And he had no choice but to kill him because he's programmed to. That's why Omega did it. Or he didn't kill him, but he locked him away.
メフィレスはあの遺跡へ向かったようね。おそらく奴の狙いは遺跡に眠るカオスエメラルド。
間違いないだろう。奴の動向は確実にカオスエメラルドの所在を追っている。おそらく再びイブリースと一つになるために。
その前に奴を封印する。
Hell yeah! Team Dark, go! So, Mephiles is going to, needs to gather 7 Chaos Emeralds and then make a wish on them to reunite him with Iblis. Makes sense. I think you need to go through very specific things here. I think this part is pretty infamous, if I remember correctly. You need to go through each of the pillars. Well, this isn't too bad. Can I go on any of the normal routes, I wonder? Pillars are over there. Yeah, that was my fault. Let me see if I can go on any of the normal routes. No, I don't see any dash pads or anything, so I'm guessing not. Okay. That was kind of hilarious. I'm so glad that the Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06 were able to salvage the mess that Sonic Heroes made, story-wise. Oh. Once again, vehicle combat ruining the game. What? That's bullshit. Oh, that's not good. That's not good news for me, Haley. Please don't spread that stupid cartoon any further. And corrupt Sonic's image even more. That was annoying. Please let me play as Omega later. This is new. Oh god, if I die here, then I have to restart the entire level. And keep my eye out for 1-ups. So these are like Soliana ruins. How was I not close enough to homing attack him, but I was still close enough to come out of the homing attack and knock into him? Yes! Omega Senpai! Oh, he's so fast! I know about this glitch. Why are these two not dying? Why aren't you dying? Why are they not dying? Hello? Hello? Why are they not dying? Game? Did you like fall asleep or something? Dude, I don't know what's going on. There we go. What the hell was that? There are rings over there. I can't reorient the camera. Favorite song from 06? Probably Flamecore. Alright, where do you want me to go? Here? Guess I have to defeat all the enemies. There we go. Alright. Now we don't have a threat of going back to that fucking section again. Would you play Sonic Forces? Yep, I'm going to stream it blind when it comes out. That's part of the reason why I'm going back through all these. It's sort of as a retrospective. Omega, will you marry me? Punch all of them! Punch all of ya! To death. So I wonder how we'll go from the complex character arc of Shadow in this game to how possibly insulting to our intelligent forces will be as to why Shadow has suddenly switched sides. Because I'm the dark, edgy, evil archetype. I must be on the opposite side because blah! So much time dedicated to playing as Omega. It's awesome. All right. Adios, E123 Omega. You were a great character. The best character to play in this game. Alright, what do you ask from me right now, game? Also, why is Chaos back? Exactly. Chaos is supposed to be, like, you know, dead in the afterlife. He has no reason to be back on Earth unless, like, the Chow are threatened in some way. I mean, if Forces was actually well written, then the reason Chaos is going to be back is because the Chow are being massacred. And either he somehow came back from the afterlife, or somebody else brought him back from the afterlife. I did not mean to lightspeed dash there. This looks like a great place for a Chaos Blast if it actually was a blast in this game, and not just a Chaos fart. '06 was a reboot! No, it wasn't. '06 is just a game that doesn't really rely on much prior knowledge. That's it. It's not a reboot. There's nothing in the game that points to it being a reboot. According to Forces, SA1 doesn't exist! Then why is Chaos there? According to Forces, Classic Sonic is up from another dimension. According to Sonic Forces, everything up to at least Sonic 06 or Unleashed is part of the Classic Dimension.
遅かったね。残念だけど、これはもう僕のものさ。今からでも遅くはないよ。おいで、シャドウ。僕と一緒にこの世界を断罪しよう。未来を書き換えるんだ。
まだ偽るの？
何？
君はただ単に世界を滅ぼしたいだけだ。イブリースにくべる薪として世界を欲しているに過ぎない。
残念だよ、シャドウ。実に残念だ。
Why does everybody hate Zavok and the Deadly Six? Because they don't look like they belong in a Sonic game. Or at least to be Sonic villains. And plus, they were in a really badly written game. And they didn't have any backstory. Alright! Sonic Heroes, let's go! So Mephiles' weakness seems to be Chaos Boost. Oh my god! Dark Gaia, what are you doing in this game? That's how you fill up your Chaos Boost. Okay, I got it full. There we go. Ah! That was a cheap shot, Mephiles. Custom avatars. I think it's a really good idea, and I'm actually really happy about it because it shows that Sonic Team has an understanding of what their fan base really likes. A lot of the Sonic fan base is dedicated to making their own OCs and being creative. And so I think that's a really good thing. It's a good sign that shows that they're listening to their fan base. Which is something the Sonic franchise desperately needs right now, rather than them listening to gaming journalism and media, and IGN, and Game Grumps. I think in future games, though, custom characters should be relegated to like multiplayer modes and like post-main story stuff. Kind of like in Halo. In the main story you play as Master Chief, but in the multiplayer afterwards you create your own Spartan. I think in later games, after Forces, it should be utilized like that, because otherwise, if you keep incorporating custom characters into the main story, then that means the other established characters are going to get overshadowed. And I don't want that to happen. So I think after Forces, the custom characters should be delegated to multiplayer only. Multiplayer and online functions. And like post-game features. Gens is non-canon. I'm perfectly okay with Generations not being canon. If only Forces could not be canon either. Actually, I think I'd prefer forces to be not canon over just assuming the story is going to be shit and insulting to our intelligence. Bringing back, making Shadow and Chaos a part of the evil guys. Lol. If it turns out to be a really bad story, then I might just hope that Forces is the non-canon one. Infinite or Mephiles? Who has the best design? I like Infinite's design more. Nothing against Mephiles though, since he takes the form of Shadow, so it's kind of his design is creative though. The way it's sort of like dark crystallized like that. But Infinite's design is pretty fascinating, and I'm wondering what kind of villain he'll be, what his backstory is. What's the point of watching a game that everybody hates? Oh, I don't know, maybe to give it a fair shakedown and review and to maybe explain what it does right? If you don't want to watch, then why are you here? I don't want to watch this game so badly that I'm going to go into somebody's stream and ask why anybody would want to watch this. Sound logic, bro. Koれで終わりだ、メフリス。
僕は不滅だ。不滅の存在。
よし。少々遊びすぎたか。
闇の帳が
今の僕には影を通じて吸収した君の力が加わっている。もはや10年前のようにはいかないのさ。残念だけど君の力では僕を止めることはできないよ。どうかな。世界は必ず君を裏切る。なぜ戦う？君が命を懸ける価値なんかあるのかい？
世界が僕の敵になるのなら僕は世界と戦うまでだ。
son! So it's revealed that the rings that Shadow wears are actually inhibitors. He couldn't have picked a better time to use them than now. Hells yeah! That was awesome. That was definitely a story worthy of diving into. In fact, if you want to put up with buggy gameplay and unpolished design, I recommend playing this game just for this story. It's really good. This story's really good. Of course, you have the obligatory messiness that comes with any time travel story, which I don't know if you can fault this game's story for, but that Shadow's story was fucking awesome! I want more of that in my Sonic game. That was so great. That was awesome. It had some great writing, it had some great philosophical questions, it had some great character relationships and development. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And Omega was the best character, most polished character in this game by far. It's like he stepped out of a perfect Sonic Adventure 3 or something. So, everybody, I think we are going to end the stream now, and we'll pick back up on Silver in the next stream, and then we'll do the last story as well on that stream. The vehicle combat was fucking horrible, worst part of the game, but the Shadow's gameplay by himself was pretty decent. Omega was awesome. Rouge was castrated from how she was in SA2. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the stream. So join me again when we tackle Silver the Hedgehog, see what he's all about, and we'll compare how good his story is to Shadow's story. Sonic's story was pretty bare bones and basic. It was just Eggman kidnapping Elise over and over again, but it provided the base plotline and concepts that are needed to understand Shadow's story. But at least Sonic's story did have some sweet moments between Elise and Sonic, despite Elise being a human. I really would have preferred Elise had been an anthro-animal like Sonic. That would have fixed everything, basically. But anyway, guys, that's it for the stream. Join me next time when we tackle Silver the Hedgehog. That'll be a lot of fun. We played as little snippets of Silver and Sonic and Shadow's story, and he's pretty good from what we played, so hope you'll join me then, and peace out. Love you all. I don't know when we'll do the next stream, but look out for it, because we will be picking this back up, definitely. Alright, peace out, y'all. Love you.